hoping for the best for this. Make sure the door goes down. Hopefully I got enough gas to get where I gotta go, because I don't really have the time to stop. Bike's a little cold. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Close my visor, because if I hear the wind, you hear it. I still hear wind. For some reason I feel like I need to tilt the camera up. Maybe I do, but let's tilt it up just a titch. Well, I don't know why, but I've always wanted to do this motovlogging thing, so I figured I'd give it a shot. I gotta go somewhere. I don't necessarily have a subject in mind right now, but sometimes when I get in this helmet, it's kind of a private place. Welcome to my helmet, by the way. But I'll start thinking of things that I normally wouldn't, I guess, so maybe we'll come up with something. I've been wanting to do this, and I've tried to do it with janky equipment, and that equipment, I mean, I can't keep my hands on it. I got a 9-year-old son, honestly, that likes technology more than I do, I think. I'll come up with a camera that's, you know, not the nicest camera in the world, but it'll do a half-decent job, and my son will find it, and he wants to play with it. He doesn't realize it's not necessarily a toy, but between the two of us, we can't find them anymore, you know. Second thing is microphones. Usually I have to record video, and then if I'm doing something like this with a helmet mounted camera, I have to get a microphone and record audio separate, and that becomes difficult because then you got to sync your audio. And some of the janky ass cameras I've had, you know, I forget all the terms, but the recording speed may be different for audio and video. 48 megahertz or something like that. Well, the camera doesn't exactly do that, because it, you know, the one I had that I was trying to use was just a Chinese camera. I mean, it had a decent video, but it recorded at a rate that was different than the audio would record in a standard format. So what would happen is, if it was a long video, there was an audio shift towards the end. Man, I hate riding through Hiram, Georgia. Just all the traffic, all the red lights. I mean, it seems like, what is there, like 40 red lights within a couple of miles? And I remember when there was nothing out here, but man, I really want to get past all these lights and start cruising. America. By the way, this bike here, it's kind of new to me. It's an older bike, but it's something I've wanted for a while. It's a, what, 97, I think? Suzuki Bandit 1200. So it's a good, powerful bike. It's kind of a bigger bike, and it's got plenty of power for my fat ass, I guess. But it's not technically a sport bike, and it's not a touring bike. It's somewhere kind of between that. It's like a naked sport bike. Kind of gives you a somewhat more upright position. It's more comfortable, kind of like a touring bike. But these are ultra low bars. What are you doing? Getting over here? Man, I can't wait to get through this. This bike here I bought from a guy, kind of a young kid. I feel like maybe it was a little too powerful for me. He didn't say that's why he was wanting to sell it, but I could tell it scared the hell out of him. It is a lot of fun. It's got a lot of power, but it's got some things that I need to do. There's some things that have been done that kind of moved it towards the right direction for me, but those things, you know, there's ways that you need to do them right. One is putting exhaust on and pod filters and all that. I'm all about that normally, but when you do that, the biggest hurdle is trying to get the jetting right for the carbs. The jetting's not quite right. I'm still running a little rich. I'm pretty close. I could leave it like it is, but it runs a little rich. I have a lot of problems when it's cold, especially. It runs like shite, and when it's warm, it runs a whole lot better. But at idle, I still got that choppiness. Where the carbs are out of sync, you get that choppiness. This bike here, this is kind of what a lot of stunt riders go for. And it's got a lot of mid-range power, and it'll do whatever I need it to do as fast as I want to go. Part of me feels like I need to stop for gas, but part of me feels like I should have enough to get where I got to go. Not a long ride, maybe 30 minutes. Bob Marley there in that center gauge, he's kind of taking the place of a gas gauge that's supposed to be on this bike. Apparently the gauge doesn't work, and someone put a Bob Marley sticker. I'd like to get my gauge working. I usually just fill it up every once in a while, and it doesn't take nearly as much as I thought it would. It only takes a gallon or so, and this thing holds like, I don't know how much it holds, but it's more than 2 gallons. So I know I still at least had half a tank. Look at the paint on that. I mean, it's either they did a really bad plasti dip, or that was an attempt at like a spray-on bed liner. But god dang, it's pretty damn rough, I'll tell you that. Not a very good job. Well, what I was saying about the camera is I got tired of trying to do things in such a fucking broke-ass way that I finally just said, you know what, I'm just gonna buy a damn GoPro, and buy the microphone adapter, and buy what I hope is a decent microphone, and I'm going to try this motovlogging bullshit. Obviously I'm very new at it, so this is really kind of a maiden voyage as far as this goes. But I got a GoPro camera. It's a GoPro Hero 7 Black, something like that. Decent reviews for the money. Had to buy the GoPro microphone adapter, although I'm still not sure if other adapters would work or not, because GoPro tries to be shady with their shit, I guess, which they have every right to do on this proprietary stuff, you know. But I had to spend $50 on the microphone adapter, and I bought a short microphone that hopefully is stuck in my helmet where I put it. The next thing I got to do, I need a better helmet, because I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear a lot of wind, and I've got all my vents shut. Hopefully it doesn't sound too terrible, because I'm still trying to figure out how long this camera battery will last. I bought a decent memory card that should read and write as fast as, well, the top of the specs that it calls for. But from what I understand, a lot of people have trouble with the battery. I'm not doing 4K right now. I'm doing 60 frames per minute, but I think it's 2.5K, 2.7K, which probably equates to 1080, whatever it is. Now this camera's supposed to do some pretty damn good stabilization. This road, obviously you can see all the tar snakes. It's kind of bumpy on this bike. The suspension's pretty stiff, but my head's shaking a lot. So hopefully the camera's doing its job and kind of stabilizing the video. These mirrors, man. I got so many bikes in the garage right now, and they have to be parked pretty close to each other, and often trying to sneak around between them, we bump into these mirrors. Kind of loosened up, but I like these mirrors. I put these grips on there, put the bar in mirrors. They don't really, I have to move my arms, you know, say right there, I don't know if you can see that, but I have to move my arms a little bit to see behind me, but it's better than what I had up here, where I'm just looking at my titties, or my love handles, or whatever. The factory mirrors suck on these things, man, and pretty much on any bike, they generally suck. So I like bar ends or something that'll stick out a little bit. Yard sale sign. I do love yard sales, but sometimes you just gotta pass them. That's what you call a barnyard. Yard full of barns. Might want to slow down. I've had so many tickets on this road. I'll tell you what, man, some people do drugs. This right here could be a nice pill, I guess, if you're into having vices, I guess. This is definitely a good one, man. Get on a bike and ride and enjoy it. I'm off to myself in this element. It's kind of a private place, and I just enjoy this, you know. Some people say that this means my priorities aren't right. Those same people have their own issues, so oh God. Those same people have their own issues, so I don't really worry about what they think. Speed limit's 45. What am I doing? 70? Another yard sale back here. Oop, I don't know, over a squirrel. guys, hopefully I can provide you with some sort of content that's something you can understand. Another yard sale. I love yard sales. What is that? Oh, they're riding down side by side. Trees are just starting to change here and there. I'm looking forward to riding in the fall. Well, it is fall, but looking forward to seeing all the colors, man. Figure I'd take you guys on a little ride, I guess. I don't know why. Now tell me how selfish this is. I could be out doing drugs, you know, not coming home at night. Can't be that bad, right? You know, I have some faults. Don't get me wrong. I know I got some faults, but Massey Towing, how about that? Yeah, no relation. Hopefully I'm still recording. It's really more of a test of this equipment I got, I guess, to see kind of how long I can record, how long the battery will last, how well the microphone works, what angle the camera needs to be at, which I kind of feel like might be low. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Tonight or tomorrow I'll probably sit down with this video, cue it in the editor, and kind of watch it, try to edit it some, and that'll be a good gauge on what adjustments I need to make. I know I need a better helmet already, so I'll be doing that here soon, just because. My mother's house. We're gonna have a family meeting. A lot of people are gonna be here, so I don't know where to park, but I definitely don't want. I'll park behind my mom's van. She ain't going nowhere. Hopefully I'm still recording. It's gonna take me a minute to get all this stuff off. Hello, can you see me? Hello. I'll tell you what though, this bike here, a lot of fun. Needs a repaint. Somebody had some stickers on the tank here, and it's scratched up here and there, but not too bad. Bikes are easy to paint. There ain't much there. These tires, by the way, they're not bald. They just don't have a lot of tread. They're like street tire, like track tires, I guess. But this thing's no fun in the rain.